gonna take you on a tour of the GDC Showfloor, so come along. Sony PlayStation have a booth here at GDC, as always. They're showing off some weird stuff. You can see the little robot there on the floor. They mostly got games that you will already have at home, and they're showing off some suites and some tools and some things like that. But of course they've got something that everybody wants to see that's here at GDC, and it's over there in the corner. You can see their next thing, next generation portable NGP, or PSP2 as some people like to call it. And unfortunately, as you can see, it's behind glass. No such luck, no hands-on, at least not today. But that's really been the sort of the focus point of the Sony PlayStation booth here at GDC. One of the major things here at GDC, of course, is to sort of promote yourself amongst developers if you're doing an engine or a middleware or something like that. And one engine that's on display here is CryEngine 3, as you may know from Crysis 2. And Crytek are obviously trying to show it off here in all its glory on across platforms and with 3D and all of that stuff that we like to see. And well, as you can see, there's quite a lot of people here who are looking on the 3D displays over there on the Xbox 360, PC, and PlayStation 3. We've just seen the Crytek booth here, and we're going to walk over to a different part of the show floor, past the German booth over there, so just come along. We've just walked by the German booth with Frogster and a lot of other different German developers and publishers and centers of education, but I thought we'd take a look at what's behind me, the Xperia Play booth. So let's walk over there now and see what they got to offer. As you can see, there's quite a lot of people here in the Xperia Play booth. The new PlayStation branded Android phone. It's not actually playing any PlayStation software, it's playing Android 2.3 software games, and but it's got the nice analog thingies here that you move around with, and your D-pad, your face buttons, your shoulder buttons, and it's really designed for with the games in mind. And once the PlayStation Suite hits, it will probably be an even sweeter experience. So this is really something of a hybrid, and an interesting hybrid at that. I mean, there have been hybrids of handheld gaming devices and phones before. Never forget Engage. But hopefully this one has a better fate in line for it. So Xperia Play. If you look up into the sky, you will see that Epic have their booth over there. It's a closed booth. It's not one of the open ones. It's more of a meeting room environment. And behind me there, you can also see the Steam thingy up there in the air, and that's where Valve hang out. And they've also got a closed down meeting room where they're doing meetings with different partners and press and so on and so forth during GDC. One of the most busy and popular corners of the GDC show floor by far is the Independent Games Festival corner. As you can see, all the nominees in all the different categories are here represented with the developers and the games. You can try them out if you have the patience to go through all the lines and see what kind of indie games are coming out or have come out in the last year or so. That's it for the busy indie corner. Let's do something else. Taking a breather here in the Google booth. They're showing off Google TV, Internet TV in your home, all that kind of stuff. It's not really available for Europe yet, but they've got some really nice pillows that I'd like to show off here. As you can see, I'd like one of these at home. To my right here, we've got a really interesting game, Dungeon Defenders, that's actually cross-platform multiplayer on iOS, and PS3, PC, and Android. So it's a truly cross-platform multiplayer experience that you can see here on the show floor at GDC. Really interesting stuff. As you can see, we're in one of the more crowded areas of the GDC show floor. Nintendo 3DS, definitely one of the more popular places to be at. You got Ocarina of Time, Pilot Wings, got a few different other games here. You got Kid Icarus, you got Resident Evil, and I believe Street Fighter is in there somewhere as well. So lots of games to try out. All right, that's it at the Nintendo booth. Let's move right along. We're standing in between Unity and Autodesk, a couple of booths that are mainly directed at developers, Unity with their engine and Autodesk with their tools and stuff. They're having lectures and stuff and teaching people how to work with their tools and their engines, and that's a large part of what's going on at GDC. Turns out you can play games on your BlackBerry as well as it being your business tool. You can see BlackBerry have a little booth over here at GDC. Bit of a surprise for me, that one. I don't know if you've ever seen the AR drone before. It's a remote control little hovercraft that's also doubles as a video game. They're demoing it here on the floor. You can apparently control it with your iPad or your iPod Touch or your iPhone, I believe. Yes, I believe all of those, if you want to. As you can see, it's being controlled with a 360 controller over there currently. But it's a kind of cool thing that a little bit different from what most of the things you see here at GDC. So nice break from your regular booths here. As any informed gamer would know, PC gaming is far from dead. It's not even borderline threatened or anything like that. So behind me we got the Intel booth where they're showing off a lot of recent PC titles, and we're gonna move along towards the Nvidia booth right in a second and see a little bit what they've got there as well. Not just PC but also phones and stuff being powered by Nvidia.